This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another new game, and this time it's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the hack and slash version of the game. Actually, let me turn that down just a little bit. I've been having some trouble dealing with the audio here. Yeah, you know, I thought about playing this for a while, and then I was like, you know what? With the new Dark Alliance game that just came out from Wizards of the Coast, and I've heard a lot of bad things about it. Just like graphically, you know, the looter, like aspect of it, which has been in the game before, but that game has like drifts to word. This game has something different, which may not be as cool, but does it still work after all these years? This game, I mean, this is back in the day of Interplay and Wizards of the Coast, like before it became this juggernaut that it was, and I just want to see how it compares, and if people. You know, is the new game really, despite all the kerfuffle, is it really that much worse than what we got back in the day? I love this game personally, but it does suffer from hack and slash syndrome, which a lot of games of this time do. But it has its own charm, and you know, one of the few games about D&D. Most of the games are about Forgotten Realms. I think I've done most of it. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects just a little bit. Actually, let me. I have to adjust my own headset as well. So yeah, I always have trouble with sound, but I think I might have hearing loss as well. So, or slightly hearing loss going down. So it's actually easier to turn down sound in my editing than later on. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of almost using this as a testing ground as well, if that makes sense. Because I'm doing this a little bit differently than when I normally record games. I'm seeing if this will work better. It seems to look good right now, but so we're doing this a little bit off cuff for the most part. So, but anyways, Baldur's Gate, like one of the, it's not. This is when Baldur's Gate kind of turned from like, well, I mean, for those who don't know, Baldur's Gate is a city in Forgotten Realms, one of the major famous cities. There's like this, Waterdeep. Oh, I forgot the Neverwinter, Icewind Dale, and there's a few others. Baldur's Gate is the most famous because that's where a lot of the games based off of, not just Dark Alliance, but, you know, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, one of the more famous, like, fantasy games out there. I did play a bit of it, like, a while back. I don't know why I did as a first impression video, because I'd played the game before, but I think I was first impressioning the newer version of it. I'll have to go by and actually play that game one of these days, but it's a long endeavor, so I'd have to be very invested in it. This one's a little bit easier. It's a long game, but anyway, well, I can do all this talking while we're playing the game. So let's start the game, and let's show the tutorial off, just to show like what. Look at that. Yeah, some of the way I'm setting this up, and I think it's like this on my original disc anyway, is that the way that I'm trying to record this, like the text is going to be a little bit blurry, but the in-game like character models look fine. So hopefully we'll see what happens. So, anyway, proceed to the next room to begin the tutorial. You can exit the tutorial anytime by pressing the start button and selecting exit to menu. The tutorial uses the default control configurations. So right now we're playing as the human archer. So this is just to give us like an idea of like how the mechanics work on this game. If you want to move around, use the analog sticks. I think there's a way to use the directional pad, but the directional pad is used for items and abilities and stuff like that, so that's why in this case it's not set. You can probably change it in the other modes. Yeah, you can Yeah, I don't have a melee weapon yet, so if you want to use the... yeah, there's a little map there in the bottom. Tutorial. Pick up and equipped. The action button, square, is used to open things like doors and containers. Walk up to the chest and use the action button to open it, so... Yeah, let's see. Open up the chest. Inside we get a dagger. You must force the sphinx to open with your dagger. Oh wait, wrong game. Good job. Now use the action button to pick up the dagger. So, I can do it. Yay! First, excellent. Now to equip the dagger, you must first open up your inventory. Press the select button to open up your inventory. Oops. Pick up and equip. Good. You can use the left analog stick or directional button to navigate through your inventory. Press left or right to toggle through your different items and information screens. To equip the dagger, make sure the weapon's icon is highlighted, then press the equip button. So as you can, yeah, you can see how like the models look great, but the text looks bad. So I'll try to figure it out maybe over the course of the game. Is it just me, or does the human archer kind of look like Kevin Sorbo? Huh. Anyway. Congratulations, now equipped a weapon. Press exit your inventory by pressing circle onto the next room. So, and yeah, we can press, let's see, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so if you want to get rid of, they'll probably go over the tutorial, but if you want to move the map there, just press the L1 button, or whatever you've got it toggled to. I usually like keeping it in the background, just kind of knowing generally where I'm going, even though this game really doesn't get you lost, really. Smashing, yeah. You'll often find items that can be destroyed by attacking them. Basically the link method. Some barrels and crates are blocking your path. Attack them by pressing X. Clear a path and walk through the next room. Now I could probably skip all this since I know what I'm doing, but I thought I'd just show you like how the game goes without having a... I like how when a game has a tutorial without actually having it in-game. I don't know, it just seems to kind of... I wouldn't say ruin the moment, but it kind of like takes you out of the moment when a tutorial pops in the middle of a game. I think it should just be left at the side or at the beginning or something like that. You often find it necessary to jump to reach out of the way of places or traverse chasms. Press the jump button to climb crates. Flip the lever at the top by pressing the square button. Yeah, this game will have like mini puzzles and stuff like that. Nothing too complicated. This is mainly an action game, first and foremost. I almost considered playing the second game because technically the second game is the... congratulations, proceed to the next room. Technically the second game is the better game just in terms of like, you know, choices and everything like that, but why not start with the beginning? Melee combat. There are some rats in the adjacent room. Move close to them, attack them by pressing X. Okay? Come here, rats! Yeah! Like all D&D, rats are the first thing you always encounter. Well, depending on the game you play. Melee combat. Well done. Proceed to the next room. The main reason I'm recording this game, other than being an easy game to record, is two, I'm actually testing some stuff for a future game with some mechs. For those who are interested, you know. Saving. It is crucial that you save your progress periodically. To save the game, walk up to the pedestal and press the action button. I've saved the game! Good job. If your character dies, you can restore the game. Yay, because I'm only going to be one player. This game is technically multiplayer, but I'm forever alone and don't have a second player. Oh well. That's fine. It does make the game easier if you have a second player and a little bit more fun, but I think we'll enjoy ourselves nonetheless. In the chest is the bow and arrow. Open the chest and then pick up the bow and arrow. Just because I'm playing the archer character right now doesn't mean you don't have to use his archery. It just means he gets bonuses for using archery and vice versa with the other characters. But we'll get to that when we actually play the game. So anyway, pick up the short bow. Good. Now select open your inventory screen to collect the bow, or I guess we can't access it right now there. So whoops, I keep pressing the start button. All right, let's quit the bow. Excellent. You can now you can have one melee weapon and one ranged weapon equipped at any time. To switch between the two, quickly press the left or right control button to do so. Well done. You can switch back to your ranged weapon by pressing left or right on the control pad. Then try shooting the arrow by pressing the attack button. So yeah, see there where I press. Oh yeah, the up and down is for. Sorry, up and down is for like spells and abilities. But yeah, see how we can switch to it. But the thing is, with ranged, we only have so many arrows. As you saw, it said 20 there. So you kind of want to. Good. Yeah, we have to use the arrow to move to the next one. But yeah, so you have to kind of decide when to use archery. You know, if you're by yourself, it's best to use ranged weapons before going in close, especially if you're going to be playing solo. You're finished with the tutorial. To begin the game, walk up to the stairs and press the action button. So, all right, yeah, pretty simple game actually for the most part, but the story itself is where it mainly shines, and the equipping your character and everything like that. So let's go to the main menu. And just, let's get this baby started. Oh man, it's been forever since I played this game. I remember enjoying it quite a bit when my younger days, yeah, PS2 era. Probably it's either, I don't know, PS2 era was a pretty good era for games. Just in terms of strange games, odd games, a mixture of games that came out, you know, you didn't get a lot of the, oh, I'm going to go on a tirade if I keep going on. Let's just say you got a lot of different games. So, I mean, there's still different games now. It just, I don't know. Anyway, let's start the game. All right, yeah, you can do 1 player or 2 player. No more than 2. So, not 1, but 2, not 3, not 4, and 5 is right out. All right, and then we can play on different difficulties. You know what? I was thinking about playing on just easy, or not easy, but normal mode. But you know what? I'm going to give myself a bit of a challenge. Let's see if I can survive hard mode in this game by myself. Let's see how much frustration I can get through. If it does get too bad, I'll just restart on normal mode. But okay, so we got 3 different characters, and they roughly play and alter, and their level up skills and abilities play differently. So the human archer is mainly focused on the range game, but he can use melee. He's kind of your all-around character. He's good. He's good as a starting player if you want to kind of be able to use both abilities. The dwarven fighter is mainly going to be your close quarters combat guy. He does have some ranged. I believe it's either throwing axes or something like that, but he mainly focuses on the beginning game. So if you're playing a 2-player mode, you definitely want one person to be the dwarven fighter so he can take the hits. He's going to get the most HP out of all the characters. And then the elven sorceress, which plays the long game, she can fight up close, and she gets access to magic abilities and stuff like that. All the characters get some abilities and stuff like that, but I like playing as wizard, so we're going to play as the sorceress. But the sorceress by herself is a bit more difficult because she is kind of as you can see there, she is a bit waifish, and she doesn't have a whole lot of HP, but we're going to give ourselves a bit of a challenge. And the fact that I like looking at elven sorcerers while playing, so sue me. Chapter 1. Yeah, and we get the cool little loading screen there. You could, oh yeah, I was about to say you could have used to originally be able to affect it, but.
You are weary from your travels, but mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate. Not only a town of myth and legend, but also a place where one can find fame and fortune round every corner. It is night as you enter the city, and it seems strangely deserted. But you soon discover that the night holds danger as well. And in an instant, that danger is upon you.
Easy pickings, hey, Karn?
Indeed. Let's see what our little ambush has won us.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's the watch.
Let's get out of here!
Yes, but take the gold. Leave the rest for the watch.
Damnable thieves. They grow bolder with each passing day.
Still some life in this one. Looks like all they did was make off with some possessions.
Easy there. That's quite a blow you took.
Those thieves that attacked made off with your possessions. But at least you're alive.
They're becoming more bold with each passing day.
You'd best stay off the streets after the sun sets. It's not safe out here.
You could seek shelter in the Elf Song Tavern. It's close enough.
Aye, more than enough cutthroats there. Could be one of them would even know how to find those that attacked you.
Ah, well. Thanks for helping me when I got smacked in the back of the head. You came after they ran away.
Drawn by a haunting voice, you come to the Elf Song Tavern. It is a small place, filled with a motley assortment of patrons and grisly trophies. There, the haunting voice is all around you, and the patrons are silent as the song washes over them. One by one, they all seemed lost in its call.
Beautiful song, isn't it? I've heard her sing 100 times, and each time it still moves me.
Oh my god, Jennifer Hale! I love you! Yep, that's Jennifer Hale again, voicing the lovely elven bartender in her ample tracts of land, as it were. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those types of games, folks. Enjoy it while it's there. But oh yeah, Jim Cummings was the voice of that random guard. Yeah, if you're a fan of like 90s and 2000s like voice actors and stuff like that, you're gonna hear a lot of classics in this game and many others like that, and it's a nostalgia hit for me. But please, Jennifer Hale, give me more of your lovely voice. I know, I'm sorry, just ignore me, folks. So this is Aelith. Anyway, it is beautiful. Sorry, I'm playing a female voice. It is beautiful, but where's the voice coming from?
It's the spirit of an elven woman. She haunts this tavern, singing once every couple of nights.
Why would you buy a place like this where she's singing? I mean, she's a lovely singer, but sometimes people gotta sleep. Why does she sing?
No one truly knows. Her spirit was here when I first bought this tavern. Some say she sings for a lost love, a soldier who died defending Baldur's Gate. They say she sings in the hope he will hear her voice and return home. Still, that's nothing but hearsay and tales. Welcome to the Elf Song Tavern. What can I get you?
Oh, well, yourself. No, I mean, sorry. I would never say that in real life. That would be just so disrespectful. But let's see. What's that? Yeah, what is that thing? Well, I know what it is, but I was hoping you could help me. I was robbed on the streets by a band of thieves. I'm looking to find them.
Sounds like members of that new thieves guild I've been hearing about. You're lucky to be alive. Word is they're responsible for the murder of 2 city watchmen and the disappearance of several thieves from the old guild.
Well, it sounds like they just wanted to steal from me, like, at least what we saw. They just took my gold and everything else, so at least I'm alive. To exact revenge? So this new guild's at war with the old guild?
Yes. Look, I wouldn't cross blades with those thugs if I were you. Just stay clear of them unless you want to end up dead in an alley, all right?
Well, thanks for looking out for me. It's nice to know of a lovely lass such as yourself, but I'm an adventurer. I came here to Baldur's Gate to earn stuff, so I'm not gonna have someone take my stuff and get away with it. I don't have much choice. They stole every last coin I had. If you know where I can find them, tell me.
Well, no one knows where their guild hall is. Still, if you're determined to find them, try the sewers.
And of course, like all D&D games, they're all in the sewers. Great. Why the sewers?
I'll wager they've been using them to move around Baldur's Gate. It's probably what's been driving all those sewer rats up to the surface.
Sewer rats? Nah, they're just rats, though. Although rats kind of get everywhere when you think about it. All right, how do I get in the sewers?
Well, there's a gate to the sewers in the cellar of this tavern. I locked it up a long time ago, before the Guild War began.
Guild Wars? Isn't that a different game? No. Well, it is, but can I use the gate?
Well, there's a problem with that. Actually, maybe we can help each other out.
Sorry, I was staring at something, folks. Don't mind me. But, what? Do you have something for me? You know, begins with a Q? What do you mean?
Well, we've had to lock up the cellar because of the horde of rats that suddenly showed up down there. Clear them out for me, and I'll give you the key to the sewer gate. And a little gold to help you get back on your feet. What do you say?
Aha! The very first quest we ever given. Kill rats in a cellar. Yeah, that's kind of the joke in D&D, is that, like, sometimes one of the jokes, at least in early days of D&D, is to get experience, and kind of, especially for new players, is to kill rats in a basement to get some money. I think this game does it. I think the original Baldur's Gate have a quest like that, sort of. I think I've heard it in a couple places, but this is kind of like where, you know, it's. I mean, obviously she's not wink nudging me, but we as players know this quest all too well. Sure, it's a deal.
The door to the cellar's locked, so you'll need to get the key from Ethon over in the corner there.
Oh, Ethon? Who's Ethon?
Ethon's one of our regulars. He usually fetches wine from the cellar for me, but he hasn't been able to go down there since the rats appeared.
I was about to say, how could you be scared of rats? But have you actually seen a rat attack a person before? Pretty freaky, man. And, if Indiana Jones's dad can be scared of rats, then you know that's for reals. When did they start appearing?
Only this past week. If those thieves are using the sewers to move around Baldur's Gate, they may have driven the rats out.
Well, rats always go where the food is, and they don't want to get away from danger to survive, so I'll get the key from Ethan and see about taking care of these rats then.
Luck be with you. And watch those rats. Some of them can be vicious when backed in a corner.
Well, like they said, a cornered rat, you know. Okay. And we could also, I think we can still, okay, there is some slowdown. I'm going to have to maybe like figure this out later on, so that's why I was wanting to see if I could tutorial it. I'm going to have to set the default settings back to normal again on this, because as you can see, I'm supposed to walk like really fast while moving around, but it could be because of like all the characters in here, which weird, the tutorial played fine, so anyway. Anything else to say?
Have you taken care of those rats yet? I'm not giving you the key to the sewers until they're all wiped out.
Well, you drive a hard bargain there, so no, not yet.
Well, I'd prefer you get to it before they change the name of this tavern to the Rat's Nest. Talk to Ethan if you don't have the key to the cellar yet.
Very well. The Rat's Nest wouldn't be a bad name, although people wouldn't want to go in there. I thought you could ask her later on, like, what the thing about the thing is. But that's basically a beholder. One of the most iconic enemies in D&D. It's shown on most covers and stuff like that when it comes to the game. So I guess it just depends on where I'm at. Like, if there's too many people on screen, it slows down. So yeah, I might have to change my settings on the next episode. So I'll go ahead and save it. Let's create a new saved game. All right, I'll have to make multiple saves over the course of the game. So, hey, Vauldemare or Vauldemare, yeah. Okay, you're a bit tired. We'll leave you alone. All right, how about anyone else here? So, yeah, you can tell it is really slowing down. I might just tone down into the regular settings and see what happens. So, hey, Bartley.
Welcome, friend. If you're looking for a good blade or a sturdy shirt of chainmail, you've come to the right place. Our stock may be a bit low at the moment with the recent demand for weapons and armor, but a new shipment should be coming in soon.
Should you really be holding your shop in the middle of a tavern? I mean, wouldn't Aelith have an issue with that? But okay. What's caused this demand?
Well, I don't know the cause, friend, but the word is there's been some trouble between the thieves' guilds of late. No matter to me if the two groups kill each other. Never had much use for thieves myself. Now, what can I do for you?
It's almost like he's hinting something to us, folks, about what we should check into. Let me see what you have. I can't afford anything anyway.
We got many fine deals. What are you looking for?
I love the voice actors in the game. You can tell they tried. And this is at the era
Our
where...
shop carries the finest dwarven weapons, brought here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
You can tell that this is like right after like the infamous age of bad voice acting, you know, but yeah, we don't have any. As you can tell up in the top corner, that's
Swords,
our weight.
Axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
Swords, axes, hammers. Oh wait, I think that's the second game with the shopkeeper does that. At the top there, you can see that little scale. That's our weight. I think the Elven Sorceress has the lowest.
If you need something to split someone's skull, or a helm to protect your own, you've come to the right place.
I'm glad you have a lot of lines dial up. I'm trying to talk here. The scale there at the top is how much weight we can take. The Dwarven Fighter can hold the most because he can wield heavy armor and stuff like that. We won't have to worry so much about the armor because the Elven Sorcerers can only wear, like, I think leather armor.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop has excellent weapons at reasonable prices.
Well, thanks for letting me know about that. So, okay, maybe we'll go. But right now, yeah, I think the most I can wear is padded or something like that. But we'll see later on because you should not be putting your wizard in scale mail. Let's just say that. So, yeah, you can buy health potions, but we'll go over that whenever it comes down to it. And we can even look at our sets. The character we've chosen is Adriana, the Elven Sorceress.
We have many fine deals. What are you looking for?
Her stats are actually pretty good for an Elven Sorceress. I'm actually kind of surprised that her strength isn't like 9 or something like that.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons, brought here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
You can even check our quests here as well. Rat Exterminator.
Axes,
okay, he's going to repeat, so I'm just going to talk over now. Exterminate all the rats in the tavern cellar and then return to Aelith for a reward. And then this is how we level up. I think we can do this outside of this menu too, if I recall. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, there we go. That's better. So, oh, she looks ready for action with her fists. Yeah, the thing at the top there is the scale. That's how much stuff we can carry. Every item, as you can tell there, under clothes, you see that little weight there. that's how much weight that the clothes weigh. So right now we are at 9 out of 130. That will fill up very quickly. I like how she's ready to bash something in. Like, see, look at her, like, open her mouth and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna get you. You're like, no. So, anyway, what happens if we unequipped her? Whoa! Yeah, you can do that with the guys too, though. But she's definitely our skivvies. We don't want to do that because we're playing on hard mode. So, for now, we need everything we can get. Unfortunately, we don't have enough. Actually, technically, as a sorcerer, since I have a spell at this point. But anyway, this is also the. Yeah, I can't. I have to buy it in this game. Boo! But we'll go over that when we actually get levels and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, strength is actually not bad for our character. +1 to hit and damage, 17 intelligence, which in this game would normally D&D that would be based on languages, how many languages you can know, how many spell levels you can get to. But for the game mechanics of this game, it's based on how much energy you get, which is what you use for spells and like spell charges or slots like you would in the main game. Wisdom gives you extra experience, which the reason why it's showing these stats is other than to know what you can do, these can be modified over the course of the game via equipment and stuff like that. Dexterity +2 to armor, which technically in the full game, I forgot if it works in this way. In the original game, you have to have your dexterity bonus doesn't work on certain types of armor. I think that still works in this game, but it has been a while. Constitution is your hit points. That's why it's bad to play the sorcerers, because you don't have a lot of hit points. If you're the, I think the dwarven fighter has an 18 constitution, if I recall, and I think the the human archer, I think his constitution is like 15 or 16 or something like that. And then charisma, which is in this game is used to reduce how much things cost and how much or how much people buy stuff off of you. For in the main game, it's mainly meant to affect social encounters and stuff like that. Although in later versions of D&D, it was also used for like sorcerers and stuff like that, where that's how like it would affect their modifiers and how good their spells were and stuff like that. So, all right, well we've done enough of that. So let's see what this guy has to say.
What do you want? I got no coin to spare, so don't think your begging will make me part with a single copper.
Okay, calm down, dude. I don't have a copper either. At least you have a beer. I'm not a beggar, and I'm not interested in your coins. I just wanted to know if you knew anything about the thieves here in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, there's always been thieves in Baldur's Gate. This latest batch may be a bit more bloodthirsty than most, but they haven't crossed me yet. Still, I'd rather be able to part with my coins at the bar than keep them in my purse.
You don't want to save up your money, huh? Well, I guess if they're going to get robbed every other minute by someone, like, why? Just get rid of it, right? What wobbling there, dude? You make me sick. Why can't you spend your gold at the bar?
The bartender, Aelith, cut me off 2 nights ago. I keep coming back, hoping she'll change her mind, but she hasn't come around yet.
Well, at least she's responsible. Most people just take her money and be done with it.
And with the cellars locked, I can't slip down below to get a spare bottle to tide me over. But maybe you could.
I could, but I don't like the way you're looking at me, dude.
Yeah, if you could find some way to get that cellar door key from old Ethon, then head down to the cellars to get me a bottle, I'd make it worth your while.
Well, I do need a little extra coin, but and you've got some coins saved up from not being able to buy stuff, so I'll see what I can do. Let's see, can we go upstairs? I didn't think we could, so. Oh, right. For some reason, I thought that was a door. Nope.
This is locked.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do something with the setting, because, yeah. I think that wouldn't be as bad if I was in an area where there's, like, nothing on screen. Like, if there's nothing on screen, then see, it runs smoothly, but as soon as I run in, it slows down. So, oh, well. Ethon, give me that key.
Welcome, friend. I saw you come in. Nasty bump on the head you've got there. Something I can do for you?
How'd you know I had a bump on my head? Have you been feeling me when I wasn't watching? Nothing, sorry to disturb you. Hey, look, the bartender said you had the key to the cellar.
I do. We locked the door to the cellar once the rats started swarming around down there. Did you need it for something?
Well, to kill rats. Let's see, I need your key to sewers now in the cellar, but I need your key first. None of your business. Give me the key, old man. You asked me to take care of this tavern's rat problems. I need to get in the cellar.
Are you sure it was the rat problem? Or are you thinking of hunting down those thieves that attacked you?
A little column A, a little column B. What do you know about that?
I overheard your conversation with Aelith. Look, friend, you've met them once and escaped with your life. Don't test your luck twice.
I was about to say, how could he overhear, but he was standing, like, right there. Shouldn't he already know that I need the key anyway, because he's standing, like, right next to her? Why are you being all shifty? Are you looking at the beholder over there? Actually, like, the way I've got my settings where that looks really good. Too bad I might have to reset because of the slowdown. But anyway, I had to find them. They stole every last coin from me, and I aim to get what they stole back.
Well, if the thieves won't keep you from going down there, maybe the rats will.
Rats don't concern me. Just give me the... What about the rats?
The smallest ones the length of my arm. Huge rats, and they're swarming all over the place down there. Vicious little monsters. Each one could kill a man. Easy.
Rats of unusual size? I don't believe they exist. I think you're pulling my leg, unless they're osquips. Where do these rats come from?
They showed up about a week ago. If those thieves that attacked you are using the sewers to move around, then they probably drove the rats out of the sewers.
Well, they must be hardy folk then, at least according to your tale, them being larger than their arm. But I still think you're bulldoggering me, or haberdashering me, or whatever. I think that's the word. Anyway, what are the dangers? I'm still heading down there. Well, they don't have to be extra careful then.
All right then. I won't say I didn't warn you. Here's the key to the cellar door. Don't be too long, or else I'll have to come down and get you. Oh, and before you go, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might do you some good.
Hey, it does 1d4 plus 1 damage. That'll work. I'll be careful. Thanks for the key. You get a rusty dagger and you get a cellar key door. Yeah, because of the her strength bonus, she gets a +1 to hit and +1 to damage with the weapon, which in this case is her dagger. So, oops, wrong button again. So it equipped like we did. Oh, the game automatically equipped it for us. So thank you, game. All right, let's see if we can handle the rats down here, and then I think we'll call an episode. Just because of the slowdown, I'll have to figure out like how to fix that. So I think it's just because I've upscaled this so to make it look better on the setup. So oh yeah, I can attack things. Yeah, sometimes you might want to do that because you might get random coins to drop, so this will help for buying items later on. Since we're buying ourselves and we don't have to save with another player, oh nice, we got a lesser rejuvenation potion that will restore. You see that red bar up there? That's our HP, and that blue bar is our mana or magic or whatever. Ooh, a lesser healing potion, excellent. Oh wait, no, let's pick up that one. Yeah, that's why you want to smash that. Ooh, arrows. We don't have a bow, but oh yeah, we can. Okay, I thought I could check these things, like something was highlighted, but no, that was just to go up to the back. So, yeah, especially if I'm playing on hard mode, I definitely have to take all the things I can get, and I'll have to be careful about going into combat using ranged. Yeah, look, that rat almost killed me. If you're playing on normal mode, they wouldn't do as much damage. That green bar that has now appeared is our experience bar. And unfortunately, I don't have. Oops. Oh, if you want to use your potions, you can use the R2 button. I think you can also go into the inventory screen and also use your potions as well if you want to. You can also drop stuff if it really comes down to it. L1, I believe, is your, or sorry, R1 is, I believe, is your, if you want to use your regeneration potion, so keep that in mind. I actually wasn't wanting to use it that early. I just accidentally hit the button there, but oh well. Better to be healed than not healed, so. Especially, like I said, I'm playing a hard mode, and I'm playing the squishy female sorcerers. So, you know. I'm actually, basically, I put myself on hard mode and even made it even harder by choosing the sorcerers. So I'm probably going to regret this, but hey. There we go. Another potion. Excellent. Yeah, unfortunately, half the game is probably going to be smashing, like, barrels into, like, get stuff to prepare for the end game. I mean, the end game's a long ways off, but hey. All right. Ooh. What did we get again? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You got a rusty short sword. Yeah, okay, let's equip that. Oh, so when I said it did 1d4 damage, that's actually when it's a good weapon. In this case, it's, well, obviously, we're not going to go by D&D standards over the course of the game because it's a numbers game at that point. So, okay, 1d3 damage, possibly. So, oh, we do have some magic, huh? For some reason, I thought we didn't have it set up yet, so, alright. So I'll have to remind myself to attack from afar. So we got Burning Hands! Oh yeah, I have to be careful about holding that down because that can really reduce your like MP like really fast. So be careful with that. So yeah, usually the first spell a wizard gets is usually Magic Missile, but in this case,
My power's too weak.
Yeah. We didn't get a bow yet, did we? We just got arrows. Okay. All right. Yeah, I went ahead and used a thing, so that way I'm not. Because I want to save, more or less, I want to save my HP, or I want to save my. Oh, come on. Ah. Yeah, try not to take damage, but I'd rather save my regeneration potions, or sorry, my healing potions more than regeneration, because we're going to use our healing potions pretty often over the course of the game. More so than regeneration anyway, I think. But, and the game gave us a decent amount, so we're ready to do this. I'll try to make this over the course of the game work. What was that noise? Probably nothing. You have to be careful about just holding down the button. And obviously you have to. Oh. I think we're almost done with the area, so I could probably maybe like 1 or 2 more rooms. We'll see. More potions. Yes. Haha. Yeah, I gotta get your link on. That's for sure. What do we got? 4 gold? All right, we'll save that. I'll try to. Good thing is there. Yeah, I also have to get used to using the. Oh, by the way, there is a block button in this game. As long as you have a melee weapon or a shield, you can block, which can block attacks. Depending on the creature, it won't completely 100% block all attacks. But yeah, see, as there, I was still blocking, but I still took damage. All right, there we go. So yeah, it just kind of depends on the situation and how much damage the creature does. With that, because blocking won't completely 100% get rid of damage. So. Keep that in mind. Alright. Yes. Ooh. Recall potions are very helpful. They will teleport you back to the hub of any act. You can then use them again to return to the location recalled from. So yeah, we want to hold on to these. These are very helpful. So that way you can leave a dungeon, like if you got, you can only play for so long, that type of thing. So we can use that through the pause menu. I'll probably end up in the future probably using more potions via the pause menu more than the button, just to make sure I don't accidentally use a potion I wasn't ready to use, that type of thing. So, oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. Oh, okay. Got so many more rats left. So. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Now oh, if you can tell in the, now, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, well, why hold on your or why not hold on your rejuvenation like your potions are, because you only got so much. Well, you can actually, as you can see there. These rats can't kill you if you're not paying attention. You actually your mana does go up, unlike in D&D where you'd have to sleep or rest to get rid of it. Obviously, being an action game, you have to somehow find ways of getting it without having to sleep every other second. So in this case, your mana will eventually recharge. I think if you get like certain items or increase your intelligence, it'll. Ooh, we got a ruby. We can sell that. Let me see if I can show that off. Under treasure. Yep. Yeah, treasure does weigh stuff. Cash, not so much. Even in most games, most D&D games, most people don't count cash, because it's kind of a dick move for being an adventurer. So yeah, we can sell that for 24 gold, give or take, depending on your charisma stat. So I love the ambiance of this game. Like, music may not be the best in the game, but it definitely works for what it's trying to set up. Classic D&D music, setting in the background. Man, what type of dude? What type of basement do you guys have here? This thing's huge. Technically, it would only be like one big room, and not like this big open hallway. But game mechanics and all that stuff. So, all right, let's see if we can get them all on the line. Haha, burn! Sweet. Yeah, and if you hit people with burning hands, they can sometimes stay on fire for a few minutes. So, not too bad, not too sure. Yeah, it'll get harder, folks. These are the easy guys. Really, it's more at the end of the game when it starts getting really difficult. Even on normal, even on the, well, not so much casual or easy mode, but normal mode, there's definitely some difficult parts, especially there. So, as long as you kind of do all the quests and and kind of go back and recall and sell your stuff at regular intervals, you should be fine. So, all right.
Sold it.
Aha! We did it! Return to the tavern to receive a reward from Aelith, as well as the key to the sewers. If you found a recall potion, use it now by selecting the recall at the start of the menu. This will take you back to the tavern. Use it again to return here. Why would I want to return here? Oh, wait, because it'll take us to the next section of the game. So, ooh, we get a shield. Usually, as a sorcerer, you usually don't want to use a shield, but because in D&D, using like heavy armor and stuff like that would prevent your magic casting. But for game mechanic purposes, we're gonna still be able to wear it, so we can actually, survive outside of this. So, all right, let's get that reward. First, let me save it. Create a new save. Oh well, you could save however, but for recording purposes, I'm gonna save every other second. So just go to the menu, or we could use it in the potion. Recall. It's easier just to go there than to go into the potion menu. So, because as long as you have a recall, it'll auto do it. So, hey, Aelith, I defeated your. Where'd the one guy go? Huh? Hey, he's probably out doing something.
You're back. Did you see Ethon down there?
I just recalled, so total recall and all that. The seller, no, I didn't see him.
He followed you down there not long ago, and I fear he may have gotten lost in the cellar. Or worse, he may have wandered into the sewers. I tried to stop him.
Did you try to stop him by not leaving that, like, your set designated area right there? But how did he get lost? It's a straight line. Don't worry, Aelith. I've taken care of all the rats, so he probably just got lost. I'll find him.
Thank you. But before you go, please take these coins in payment for all you've done so far. And, as promised, here's the key to the sewer gate. Be careful down there. There are bound to be worse things than sewer rats in those tunnels.
Yeah, yes, folks, she did pull it from where you thought she did. That wasn't just a random animation thing. But don't you have... hopefully you have copies of the keys. I might not be back for quite a while, so I'll be careful. Thanks, Aelith. Yeah, we got the sewer door key, 75 gold, and 200 experience. Enough to level up. Let's take a look at that. All right. So when we level up, we get like I guess stat points or level up points or whatever you want to call it. And we use it over the course of the game to, okay, there's the burning hands thing. Over the course of the game, we'll earn more depending on our level. Sometimes you might want to stack ability, sometimes like points. Sometimes you might want to just straight up spend it. It tells you there like how much it costs to via your points, how much you want to do. So over the course of the game, you might want to hoard them. You want to learn them as much as you can. Probably what I'm gonna do, despite me wanting to get Magic Missile at the very beginning of the game. Let's take a look at it. A missile of magical energy darts forth and unerringly strikes its target, dealing 3 to 6 damage per missile, plus 1 missiles for every 2 character levels. So this is great if you want to go the far game. The Burning Hands one, which we got here, is I forgot. I think the damage is like 10 damage per second or something. It might be less than that, but because we saw 1 damage, but for every second it did like 3, so maybe it's much lower than I thought. But anyway, a thin sheet of searing flame shoots from your outspread fingertips, damaging your opponents. Since we're going to be by ourselves, might as well do Burning Hands for now and save Magic Missile for later. I'll look over all these spells when we can actually buy them, but there's some awesome ones there. But let's look at the ones we can buy. Increases our health regeneration, because we can restore health. It's just right now it's very slow. But this is definitely one of interest in you. Get interested in, especially in your frontline fighters, which I'll have to invest in because I'm playing this by myself. Willpower, this gives you +5 mana permanently, so more spells to cast. This is another one that obviously will be important for us. Meditation, this feat increases your mana regeneration, so you saw the bar, it'll just increase faster. So I'll probably end up just buying a lot of these before I even buy any of the big spells. Accuracy, this improves your ranged attacks. We'll probably... outside of spells, I probably won't be using range attack a whole lot. I'll probably buy this eventually, but not right now. And finally, targeting. This makes it easier to aim your thing. Same thing, if you're playing the second player who's in the back, or if you're playing the long game, which we've got plenty of arrows, so it would be best to consider getting a bow. I think we get a bow randomly at some point anyway, so right now, we're going to do intestinal fortitude for now. Because we're gonna need our HP because we're playing hard mode here. So, all right, so that's it for now. So we've started our journey. We've entered Baldur's Gate, got robbed, but luckily with the help of the lovely Aelith and the locals here, we've now got a chance to earn our way in Baldur's Keep and get back at those thieves for what they've done. But what happened to Eloth in the tunnels there? Did the rats truly get him, or did he get lost in the sewers? Oh boy, folks, it's gonna be dangerous. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.